across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
A really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Looking down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
From the gun, the ground game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The run from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a two-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Toss sweep to the right. Runs through the tackle. Brings into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's caught. It's Porter. NC State will pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lincoln. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Right, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
To the air on second down. Safe little shovel pass. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. He's got his man across the middle. Turning on the Jets. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right They forced the turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This quarterback is out of sorts at this point of the game, guys. He's already thrown 2 picks. His fundamentals are falling apart. He threw that last pass off of his back leg. This is not a good sign for this quarterback moving forward.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
They want to run this quarterback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed by the QB on that play?
Working that wide receiver screen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense lining up for a first down play. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Running back searching for a hole. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Looks as if NC State has a first down.
Hey, fourth and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Making side adjustments here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
The Wolfpack to start the final period here on second down. Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Texas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the. They saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Oh, but they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. They'll run the tackle.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now. bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
A first down run in the red zone. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. And now we are set up for quite a finish. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Going over the top. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Wolfpack will get the first down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first game's